I like to leave a lot of the creative interpretation to the studio.
We cut this thing live. Everybody was in the room together. This is how we did the last record.
I'm just not fond of making records where people are disconnected. When you're all in a room together and you're playing this and you're kind of feeling your way through it, there's an opportunity there for something new to come in.
It's basically a live performance is what we're trying to capture. We're cutting live, which isn't something that is done as much anymore.
It was about nonverbal communication and musical communication. One of the benefits of going after this record the way we did is that Kenny Wayne Shepherd's leading the sound and the songs.
Watching Kenny play a solo, and you know the solo's going longer because you can just see that he's so deep into it. You wrap that solo for another 8 bars, you know. When you're playing live and someone's deep in it, you yield to that.
Everything goes through the tape machine, very old-fashioned in that way.
Restless angel with a rambling mind, set on finding the next exit sign.
Playing music and being in a band is about communicating and listening while you're doing it.
We like to do a lot of spontaneous things.
We'll start on something and it could be, an hour, 2 hours later, and where we started and where we ended up are 2 different places.
It's how music's supposed to be made.
I started writing for this album almost 2 years ago. I wanted to focus on telling some great stories. I've had a similar approach my whole life. I generally try to write songs about life's experience. Between the Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band and my other band, The Rides, I'm on the road a lot. Any opportunity that I got, I was making pretty regular trips to write songs for this record. We got a lot of familiar faces. If you're familiar with the band, you got myself on guitar and vocals. We have Noah on lead vocals, who's been with my band for 20 years now. Chris Layton from Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble on drums.
I've actually been on all of Kenny's records, save one.
On bass, I brought in Kevin McCormick, who is the bass player in my other band, The Rides, with Stephen Stills and Barry Goldberg. Because Chris and Kevin are the rhythm section in that band, and they work so well together. And Jim's a great keyboard player from Los Angeles. As a band, looking at this group of guys, I think it's one of the greatest groups of musicians that I've ever had in the studio, for sure.
Kenny Wayne doesn't say to me, do this like this. He's brought us out here to do what we do.
It would just be another great groove that we could just jam out on.
Recording in Shreveport, where Kenny Wayne was born, where he first picked up a guitar, gave us something special. There's a comfort to the entire process because he's comfortable.
Louisiana rain.
Put him on the floor in his hometown with a great band and a great engineer and an amazing studio, and I think you set yourself up for transcendence.
We're still learning, and I think we're still growing and maturing as artists, and I dare say that I think we're getting better.
We're trying to bring a young, fresh approach to blues-based, rock and roll, little country vibe, just roots music.
It's a different kind of truth. I can't tell you why anymore. I won't even try anymore. Tired of feeling upside down. Time to turn these wheels around. Too much sun here anyway. Louisiana rain.